Back when I was just a budding War Thunder player, the King Tiger was the undisputed king of 6.7. When I was still traversing the battle rating, the only tanks that could reliably stand against the King Tiger were the newly added APDS Chucking Brits. Even then, they struggled because APDS pawed so poorly that the breach would be fine, and any bad shot could result in the Tiger getting a gunner up and shooting back, and, of course, when the Tiger shot back, a penetrating hit was usually devastating. Pair that with the amount of Germany mains, and you could probably imagine Ground Army in those times. Though damn, if I didn't consider them fun and exciting. The Hellcat at 5.0, the Tiger E at 6.0, and Centurions and Carnarvons making do without stabilizers. It was an infuriating time, but it still brings nostalgia whenever I recall it. Sometime around 2018, a new mechanic was introduced to ground battles to improve its realism. There was no fanfare over it, but its effects were significant and widespread. Not only because it affected every tank, but because it finally brought down the King Tiger from the king of 6.7 to a more balanced playing field. No, it's not the Lance Odermatt Shell rework, though that didn't help either. It was the ammo rack rework introducing the first stage ammo racks and loader replenishment. Why it killed the King Tiger was simple. It introduced an ammo rack at the back of the turret where most of the spalling from the shells would go. Basically, any pen from an APHE, AP shell, or APDS that had enough pen to it could cause the ammo rack to instantly detonate when before you had to shoot the sides of the King Tiger to cause an ammo detonation. First stage ammo racks and the rack reload mechanic is also what balanced the oscillating turret French tanks. Initially, the AMX-50, Lorraine 40T, and the AMX M4 just had a fixed 4-second reload. But when the ammo replenishment mechanics dropped, you had 7 shots, 1 in the breach, 6 in the loader, and then you had a 20-second replenishment time. Eventually, that normalized to a reasonable replenishment time, and now I think they've perfected the ammo rack mechanics, but not ammo racks. Think about that. Gaijin has worked out variable reload time per ammo rack, but they can't get APFSDS darts to detonate a T80 BVM or T72B3's ammo rack with a side shot. Now that, I refuse to get into, primarily because I don't exactly understand why this is happening, but I'll eventually figure it out. In the meantime, let's leave it at that before I say anything that I don't really know about. Another thing I want to find out is what happened to the shell-type ammo racks that were supposed to be implemented. We already have the assets. The Chieftain already has the Sabo pieces in the ammo rack, and the Abrams already has heat rounds modeled. But outside of those and other examples, ammo racks still look like they're full-caliber AP shells. Not because it would actually change gameplay, the propellants are enough to cause catastrophic kills, but it would be an immersion thing. I don't know, I guess it's up there with bomber cockpits or separate chaff and flare buttons. There are more important things that Gaijin has to look into before doing the sort of trivial stuff. Especially that naval battles problem is just about to get worse, and I'll get to that when the time is right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope to hear about which ammo racks are the most annoying, Centurion, and I'll keep working on the part 2 of the Generation 4 missiles video and hope to put out how to implement right after. Thank you for watching. This is the Dr. MD. Godspeed.